Last 10 years, volleyball has exploded in popularity. And our next story, we're going to go to a racquetball court in Salt Lake City, Utah, to check out the newest evolution in volleyball. It's called Wallyball. Volleyball is one of the most popular and competitive sports in America today. But now take a look at the latest fast-paced and hard-hitting evolution in the sport of volleyball, Wallyball. Played on a racquetball court, which is 2/3 the size of a regulation volleyball court, Wallyball has evolved into a very competitive sport and has proved to be great training for serious volleyball players. George Cassius is the executive director of Wallyball and the head coach of the powerhouse teams from the Eastern Athletic Club.
Wallyball is great training for your reflexes. It's so quick, you learn to react a lot quicker. I could see someday where the Olympic players will all be playing volleyball just to train for their Olympic events in volleyball.
Salt Lake City, Utah is the site of the 12th annual National Wallyball Championship. Teams have come from all over the country to compete in the women's, co-ed, and men's events. Tony Bonilla is the leader on 2 of Georgia's Eastern Athletic Club teams. He is a 16-year veteran volleyball player and a collegiate volleyball coach.
During the course of the year, you play volleyball all year round, all year round, all year round. Then you need something else.
Tony Bonilla is an incredible player. He's a very smart player. He won't just hit very hard. He'll use a lot of different techniques, different shots, roll shots, soft shots, dink shots. He's just a great all-around player.
At least it's related to volleyball, but it presents different obstacles.
The different obstacles Tony is talking about are the walls.
Well, it's new challenges all of the time. It's not like just bump, set, spike. It's bump, set, spike, defense. Oh my God, do I play here? Do I play there? Where's my partner?
You can learn to pass that ball off of a serve at the wall. You can go out and play a regular volleyball game and can kill everybody because it's so easy to pass regularly in a volleyball game after you handle the wall. The ball is rubber instead of leather and blue instead of white, so you can see it coming off the walls.
I think we might have clocked a volleyball at somewhere between 80 and 100 miles an hour when the top players are hitting the ball.
But they can't just hit it hard to win. They must place it as well. If the ball hits the back wall on the fly, it's out. And if it hits any 2 walls before it hits the floor, it's also out. Other than that, the rules of volleyball apply. There are 3 people on each team. Each Wallyball match is the best of 3 games. Each game is played to 15 points. It's scored on a point per serve basis, which differs from volleyball in that there is no side out. The co-ed event is the first final. Tony's team, the Eastern Athletic Club, is up against a local team from Salt Lake City. Tony, along with his teammates Elvis Rodriguez and Camila Pavliskova, have just finished a tough semifinal match.
The previous game I just played, and I was very intense because I was feeling that this team was coming back. There was a dangerous situation, so I was trying to pump my teammate up and trying to get pumped myself.
We came here for one reason. Kick butt.
The Eastern Athletic Club serves to begin the final match. Tony's team executes some awesome defensive blocks and some unstoppable offensive spikes. They rush out to a 12-6 lead. Tony's team keeps the pressure on, showing off Elvis's bullet-fast spikes, Camilla's awesome sets, and Tony's level-headed guidance. They win the first game 15-12.
Good job. Intensidad, señor. You gotta be intense. Let's go. We have to stay intense.
The second game starts off a real head-to-head battle. The score is tied 3-3 when Tony's team takes off on a 7-point winning streak, bringing the score to 10-3. Their opponents, Salt Lake City, call a timeout in an effort to regroup, but they can never get on a roll. The Eastern Athletic Club demonstrates some excellent blocking and offensive plays, showing the crowd how it's done and winning the second game and the co-ed finals 15-10. Tony, Elvis, and Camilla exit the court the Wallyball co-ed national champions, but there is no time to rest. Tony and Elvis now move on to the finals in the men's event. They have two other teammates, Rick Amend and David Patances.
The teams are getting tougher because, first of all, it's a long day. We've been jumping a lot since 9 o'clock this morning. We hope to win it. I'm going to give it all I got.
Tony, Elvis, and Rick enter the court for the first game of the men's final against Team Z.
Tony and Elvis, when they go up to block, it almost looks like ballet. They're up there and it's like a solid wall.
Tony's team leaps out to a 6-1 lead in the first game. It looks like it's going to be a major blowout when Team Z launches a comeback. They close within 1 point. The score is now 10-11. Tony's team takes the next 4 points, ending with a game-winning block by Tony and Rick. They win the first game 15-10.
Way to go, man.
David Patances now substitutes for Rick Amend for the second game of the best-of-3 finals. Team Z comes out to play. Battling for every point, the score is now tied 5-5. Tony's team then wins 7 points to Team Z's 3, making the score 12-8. The Eastern Athletic Club digs deep. Elvis slams for a point, making it 13-9. David dinks for another, making it 14-9. In the final point of the game, Team Z scrambles to stay alive, but can't hold on. The Eastern Athletic Club wins the second game 15-9. Tony and his teammates have won the National Wallyball Championship for the 12th year in a row. And once again, the Eastern Athletic Club has proved their dominance in Wallyball.
And that's the whole thing about our club. It is a family. They feel like a family. They watch out for each other.
Competition is instilled in us from when we first started playing volleyball. And it's not going to stop. It's going to continue.